Sophia to market.
Looking at my pictures from my childhood in the former Soviet Union, it's easy to notice that no one's smiling, everyone is looking very serious. My personal opinion, it's because there was not enough sweets in the country. And also, religion was punishable by life in Siberia, which is not a very warm place. So after my immigration to the United States in 1989, I decided to rebel through connecting to people, smiling, and asking people, how are you, all the time. So how are you? How are you? Just being extremely friendly. And most importantly, I decided to connect to God and my faith. So that implied that I'm always on the lookout for these random acts of kindness. Oprah Winfrey also helped me a lot in this journey. So right before the high holidays, I'm really out there looking for opportunities. I would give out a parking spot in Center City, Philadelphia, which is obviously like a really big deal. But I would walk out and then see that the person got a ticket because it wasn't really a parking spot. Oops. And then I would pay for a person behind me on a highway, the toll booth, and then have them chase me on a highway, letting me know that they had an easy pass. And then, like I stopped at Bustleton Avenue, an older Russian guy was carrying heavy bags, and I said, can I give you a lift? And he said, do you think that I am so old I can't carry my bags? I'm like, sorry. But right before the high holidays, I am really looking. So I'm thinking, what can I do to make the world a better place? And of course, to me, that means rebellious against the Soviet regime. I'm all friendly and nice and smiling and asking people how they are all the time. So I walk to the Wawa and I see that there is a homeless person. So I'm thinking, perhaps this is my time to shine. So I walk up to the homeless person and ask him, what can I give you? Would you like something to eat or drink? He says, no. So I persevere. I continue to offer different options. There's a lot in Wawa. And he says, you know what? Fine, you could get me Virginia Slims light menthol 120s. Is this a good deed? I thought about calling my rabbi, but I called 4 times that week with similar questions. So I thought I have to think about this myself. I walk inside the Wawa, I buy the cigarettes and the donut. I walk out, give it to him, he puts the donut on the ground, lights the cigarette with a smile. I sit in the car, bummer. Was this a good deed? I must do something more. I mean, the judgment day is coming, called Yom Kippur. My resume is not full of good deeds this year. I gotta do something big. So no judgment. 7 months ago, in the spring, I was on a way to yoga, and I might have or might have not hit someone's car a little bit, but I decided to finally take responsibility and repent. So I didn't stop because I'm a yogi, and if I was late to my yoga, they would lock the door, and that was important at the time. So I drive up to that house, muster my courage, just about to walk in, you know, knock on the door, and I see a person in the garage talking on the phone. So, you know, being the rebellious against communism, I just wave and smile a lot, and he's trying to ignore me. And I just keep on waving and smiling, and he's talking on the phone. Finally, he walks up to me with the phone and says, yeah, how can I help you? I said, hello. I know it might sound a little strange, but 7 months ago, I might or may have not hit a car that was parked right here. I don't remember the make or the model. I'm so sorry, but here I am ready to take responsibility. And I don't hear him talking because he looks at me like I have 4 heads. But the lady inside his phone is like, is she for real? Is she on drugs? And I'm like, no, 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 you don't understand. I just repeat the story. The guy just like walks away. It's not happening to me. I gotta do something more. So I sit there and think, and again, please no judgment, about 7 years ago, I stole a stapler from my office. And at this point, they don't even make staples that fit that stapler because it's really outdated. But I worked in a hospital in the medical office, and I did that, okay? So I find a stapler without the staples because I use them all and there's nothing else to buy. And it's a Sunday, and on my way to yoga, I don't drive by that house, okay? And I drive up to the office building, and just as I'm about to walk out of the car, I realize that it's closed because it's Sunday. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to drive around the actual hospital to deliver the stapler. And as I start driving around, I see there's a woman sitting on a curb. So I stop and I ask her what's going on. Apparently she has chemotherapy scheduled for that day, and the Uber driver didn't deliver her to the right address. So of course I walk out, put her in my car, and deliver her to the right address, and get the wheelchair and put her in a wheelchair because she wasn't feeling so great. And then I put a stapler on top of her, and I wheel her inside the hospital. And I asked her not to ask me questions about a stapler without staples. And the staff is there to greet her. And I walk back to my car, and I think to myself, if you really want to be the light at the end, you end up shining. Thank you.
Sophia Tamarkin. Oh my goodness. I love this, as you know, I love a caper, and this, just compulsive do-gooderness. If someone knocked on my door and was 7 years ago I hit a car, I'd be like, yes, $1,000, please. I didn't even live in my house 7 years ago. I'd be like, yes, my sciatica, because, yes. We must have a conversation. 7 years ago, I wasn't even old enough to drive. I'm just trying lying. That's my new thing. I'm just what if I just tell people lies all the time about all my personal details? We'll see how that works out.